our complete Section 8 program. Do not anticipate you needing to spend any money on renovations. You know, they're hitting above the 2% rent to price ratio, newer cabinetry, you know, they're more modern looking. Would you like to bring in $1,400 a month while only investing $20,000 cash? That's today's show. Let's dive in. All right, real estate investors, the property I've got for you today, this is a nice, solid duplex. Everything has been done to this thing. It requires very, very little upfront repairs and cash, so you're able to go in, utilize other people's money. But quickly, before I get into that property, I want to talk to you about something I'm incredibly excited about. A lot of you, you're watching our Tenants from Hell content. That is our most popular series here on the channel. And we actually have a video coming out soon where we feature another eviction that happened live. I know the previous eviction video was the most popular video we've ever launched, but a lot of you were giving us comments and you wanted to know what happened to the property afterwards. So the next live eviction is going to go even further than that video did. We've got footage on the actual day of the eviction, but I've taken it a step further. You see, that eviction, that has already happened a couple months ago. We're also going to include exactly what happened after the eviction. We're going to show you what we did to the property, and we're going to take you all the way up to the moment that we re-rented that property. So that's going to be coming out pretty soon, which brings me to my next point. Evictions. Evictions are actually the scariest thing new real estate investors ever deal with when they're buying these rental properties. Now, today's property is a very solid investment in a nice C-class neighborhood, but a lot of you are attracted to those lower class assets, those D-class assets, because the price points are so much lower. They're hitting above the 2% rent to price ratio. But everybody's a little bit nervous because you get into those higher risk investments. You face the risk of things like evictions. Like, you don't necessarily want to be the person. You don't want your property to be a subject of one of those Tenants from Hell videos. Which brings me to what I am so excited to tell you right now. Just recently, as a matter of fact, earlier today, we launched on HoltonWise.com our complete Section 8 program. Now, by the time you're actually watching this video, it's probably been on the website for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. But if you have not seen it yet, I want you to go to our FAQ, go to the property management FAQ, and if you scroll down, there's going to be a question asking you if we work with Section 8. You can click on that link and you'll go to our full Section 8 FAQ. Our Section 8 program is totally live right now. A lot of property managers, they avoid working with Section 8 tenants. Not because the tenants themselves are any different than the other cash paying tenants in the market, but actually dealing with the housing authority or the government programs is just an insane amount of logistical work. And it's like, honestly, it's a total nightmare for the property manager. So you'll find when you're investing out of state and you're utilizing property managers, you'll find that most of them really avoid or outright refuse to work with Section 8. Not us, not here at Holton Wise. We are more than happy to rent any of your properties out to tenants on the Section 8 program, which really brings a ton of opportunity. Now you've got the opportunity to go in and invest in these high-risk areas, but by utilizing the Section 8 program, we are mitigating the largest risk. That risk, of course, is high turnover and a high frequency of tenants who don't pay their rent every single month. We're able to bring you the extremely low-priced properties that are renting for incredibly high amounts and improve the consistency and the rate of which we get rental payments on time and in full every month. So I'm incredibly excited about that Section 8 program. There's a lot more work on our shoulders now here at Holton Wise. My team, we're going to have to do a lot more work for you, but all of that is explained in the Section 8 FAQ, and we are ready, willing, and able to take on those projects for you. Let's go to a quick commercial break, and we'll get to the property I talked about at the beginning of the show.
Selling some of your smaller real estate holdings is a great way to raise the funds necessary to maximize the growth of your real estate portfolio. A 1031 exchange can benefit you greatly by allowing you to defer your capital gains tax so you can use those funds towards the purchase of more real estate instead. You are going to need a qualified intermediary in your corner. Dave Foster is a degreed accountant with a track record of successfully serving as a qualified intermediary for thousands of clients. Dave and his team would love the opportunity to see if a 1031 exchange is right for you. To set up a free consultation with Dave and his team, call 850-889-1031 or visit the1031investor.com.
3618 Burwald, Cleveland, Ohio, 44109. This duplex, this is a solid C-class area, Old Brooklyn. I love this neighborhood. I've told you guys this on the channel many, many times. Of all the neighborhoods in the Cleveland area, we have the largest density here at Holton Wise of properties in Old Brooklyn. As a matter of fact, this street, Burwald, I think we got like 20 units on this street alone. It's literally a 3-minute drive from our office. So this area, this is solid, this is safe. Believe it or not, we actually used to manage this property a few years ago for another owner, and then we sold that to the current owners who've been self-managing, and they've brought it back to us because they'd like to move their money into something else. So what we have for you here, I've priced it at $79,900. Both units, 2 beds, 1 bath, and the market rent for both of these is going to be $700 because both of these units are really, really nice, right? We've already got hardwoods in good shape. As you'll see, the kitchens, right? We've got newer cabinetry. They're more modern looking. So there really isn't much, if anything, we need to do to these units to get them rent ready. We're still going to send in the Holton Wise maintenance team to do a rent-ready check and inspection, make sure everything is totally safe and buttoned up, because we're seeing these, right? We're just looking at these from the footage. This is my film crew getting this footage. We really need to get the construction guys in there, looking at everything. They're going to be checking that all the windows work or making sure there's no leaks, things of that nature. Also other stuff like that is stuff that's going to be picked up on a home inspection. Because when you buy these properties, even though you're looking at the video tour that I'm giving you here, I still want you guys to do your due diligence. I want to make sure you know exactly what you're getting. So I want you to hire your own third-party inspector to go into this property with a fine-tooth comb and identify any small issues like that. So outside of anything major that I am not aware of, we should be able to get you 2 tenants paying $700 a month with very, very minimal upfront money. We may, want to repaint both of these units, spend a couple grand just getting 1 fresh coat of paint on there so it really looks clean and fresh, and we could, max out that rental income, get you that nice $1,400 a month. But for all intents and purposes, outside of some super minor cosmetic stuff, I do not anticipate you needing to spend any money on renovations. So if we look at our price point, $80,000, this is a great property to use residential financing. You go in, you get a mortgage, you're going to get a mortgage for 60 grand. That means you're only going to have to bring $20,000 to the table. You're going to bring 20 grand to the table, and then you're going to bring $1,400 a month in rental income. You're going to retain that cash flow every single year. On top of that, you're going to let those tenants pay off your $60,000 mortgage. This is a solid producer. I know I talked at the beginning of the show about how I'm super excited that we're bringing out the Section 8 program. Honestly, if we went Section 8 on this property, we could probably get the rents up to like $8,000, maybe 850. But I don't even really think we need to worry about going Section 8 because there are some pros and there's some cons to that Section 8 program. That's why I want you guys to check it all out on our Section 8 FAQ. A lot of logistical things that have to happen. So when we have a property in a nice neighborhood like this where the property is already beautiful and the tenant demand is going to be super high, it might be easier just to put regular cash paying tenants into it and then save the Section 8 stuff for other investments that might be a little more high risk. But if you really do like the Section 8 program and it speaks to you, and on top of that you want a quality property.
If you would like Holton Wise to sell a property you already own in a video just like this one, send an email to sales@holtonwise.com.
We could absolutely get this property Section 8 approved, go through the Section 8 program, and again, I would anticipate probably $800 a month in rent for each of these units. Other than that, everything's pretty good. You know, the roof, it's a little bit older. It's about 20 years old, but that means you got about 10 years left on the roof. The furnaces, those are pretty darn new. Those are only 10 years old, so you shouldn't have any furnace issues. Like furnaces, right? They're going to last about 30, 40 years. They're going to cost you about $3,000 to replace. So we should theoretically have 20, 30 years of life left on our furnaces. Hot water tanks are both pretty new as well. We got one that's 5 years old, one that's 3 years old. We're seeing on average 15 years of life out of our hot water tanks. And then the electrical, that's already been updated. You know, a couple years ago, Holton Wise went through this house and we checked out all that electrical. So really, you know, the bones are great. The units look great. We might want to do a little minor cosmetic stuff. The mechanicals are great, the neighborhood's great, and the rentability, it's going to be awesome. And it's set up perfectly for you to go in and acquire this utilizing other people's money. I only want you to put down $20,000. I want you to get that 30-year loan from the bank for the other $60,000. Of course, I'll accept cash offers, but I do not think you need to pay cash for this. Let's stretch your funds. I know a lot of you, you're working with other turnkey providers and they're telling you that you have to pay cash. I don't want you to pay cash. I want you to stretch your funds. I want you to take your 20 grand and then control $80,000 worth of real estate. I don't want you to spend 80 grand to get $80,000 worth of real estate. On top of that, my big thing here, it's transparency. I want you guys to know exactly what you're getting. So I'm encouraging, actually not even encouraging, I want to make you get that third-party inspection so you know exactly what you're getting. But on top of that, if you do purchase this home with financing, the bank's going to go in and they're going to do an appraisal. So that's all about my transparency here. This way you know that you're not overpaying for that asset. Because remember, you're putting in $20K, the bank is putting in $60K. Do you think the bank wants to allow you to waste their money? No. They got more skin in the game than you. They got 3 times the amount of skin in the game than you. So I think this is a super safe investment, and I want you to do your due diligence when you buy it. So you're going to get that inspection, you're going to get that appraisal, you're going to stretch those funds. If all that sounds good to you and you're ready to start building or adding on to your rental portfolio today, I want you to go ahead and shoot me an email, jameswise@holtonwise.com. If you don't have your own lender already, shoot me an email and I'll get you, just ask me, James, man, I don't have a lender, but that sounds freaking awesome, dude. What do I got to do? Shoot me that email. I'll send you an entire list of lenders that my team and my clients have worked with in the past, and it does not matter which state you live in. You could be in California, you could be in New York, you could be in Texas, you could be in Florida, you could be here in Cleveland. Any one of the 50 states, my lenders will write loans to investors just like you. You'll be required to put down 25%. They'll loan you the other 70% over 30 years on a low interest fixed rate. And best of all, that interest that you're paying, that is tax deductible. This is the best type of debt you can get. You want to eliminate bad debt. So if you're out there and you got like consumer debt, like credit cards, things of that nature, pay that off. You don't want any of that debt in your life. But this kind of debt, this is good debt. You want to acquire this debt because essentially you're taking your net worth and you're multiplying it by 4. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. If this is the first time you've ever seen one of my videos, I want you to do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and then check out the show notes below. You could subscribe to my daily email list. I will email you a property video just like this one every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I'm James Wise with Holton Wise, and this is Real Estate Investing Made Easy.
Cleveland, Ohio is widely considered to be one of the top rental markets in the entire United States. This is because here in Cleveland, our housing prices are low and our rental prices and demand are high. At Holton Wise, we provide the complete turnkey solution for all real estate investors, whether they are local, out of state, or even abroad. As real estate brokers, we will provide you with agent representation to help you buy properties ranging from single-family homes to large apartment complexes. We even have referrals for lenders who can provide investment property loans to investors located in all 50 states, allowing you to capitalize on the use of leverage or other people's money. We have referrals to top-notch title companies so you know that all of your transactions are safe and secure, with every single property being delivered to you with clear title. Once you close on the property, we have an investor-focused insurance brokerage who can handle all your property insurance needs. This insurance brokerage handles auto, home, life, and business policies, but they specialize in working with policies for landlords. We also have full-service property management. We can handle all rental property advertisements, tenant placement, rent collection, evictions, maintenance, landscaping, construction, and repairs. In addition, Holton Wise also offers digital media and education. One day, when you are ready to sell your investment, Holton Wise, as the #1 seller of investment properties in the greater Cleveland area, can market your property in a video just like this one to our worldwide base of investors who are looking to capitalize on the high cash flow opportunities in the Cleveland, Ohio market.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our latest content, including video tours and analysis of investment properties that are available for sale, real estate investment education, and our most interesting encounters with tenants from hell. Holton Wise, real estate investing made easy.